It's like a Who dressing room.
It does look... Speaking of which, yeah, I mean, I just told you backstage, but I was interested in being a musician when I was a kid. I was so into The Who. And, I mean, you guys were my group for quite a while there when I was growing up. And you hear so many legends about your group, most of which was about being banned from hotel rooms. You guys pretty much started that, getting kicked out of hotels. Can you get one now?
You would bring that up, wouldn't you?
Well, I'm just curious. I mean, here you are in New York City. Can you get a hotel room now? Do they book you?
They loved us. The hotels, they didn't at first. The cherry bombs were not popular because they used to destroy toilets. Usually with someone sitting on them. Because Keith Moon had this invention of he'd light the cherry bomb and he'd work out the timing on the fuse and he'd work out how many stories it could flush down a toilet and what floor it would explode on. So that he could never be blamed. And he actually blew someone up on a toilet once. And they didn't like that. But after that, they suddenly sussed out that they could redecorate their hotels. So the Navarro Hotel, which then became the Ritz-Carlton, I think we redecorated that whole hotel. Because you guys would have to pay for the damage. Yeah. And when they say, well, the Who are coming in next week, which room do we need redecorating?
Right.
And they would put us in the rotten room.
Right.
And we'd trash it and then pay for it to be redecorated.
And everyone would just stay off the toilet while you were there, pretty much. Did the Holiday Inn ban, aren't you guys, isn't it a lifetime ban from the Holiday Inn chain?
Yes, they did us that favour very early on.
So you can never,
I can never thank them enough.
I mean, I've never heard of a lifetime ban from, like, and especially Holiday Inn, it's supposed to be like, we welcome you with open arms.
Yes.
Lifetime ban. So have you ever tried
It was a Lincoln Continental in a swimming pool. Yes, it was.
I've heard that, of course.
And it was on the third floor, which made it rather difficult to get out.
Was Keith Moon the one that drove it into the swimming pool?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so he had decided, I got to graduate from dropping cherry bombs into a toilet. What's next? Hey, I know, Lincoln Continental in a third-floor swimming pool.
Yes, and it happened to be brand new Lincoln Continental in swimming pool, third floor, on his 21st birthday.
Wow. A nice way to inaugurate it.
And a $50,000 bill to the band, which was nearly $50,000 more than we earned on the whole tour.
Well, because you guys were constant, I mean, you're famous for, you'd always smash your instruments at the end of the show. You had to pay for that.
Yep.
So you weren't earning money for quite a while there, were you?
A long, long time. That's why I'm still working. Because
it looked fun.
Still down the road doing 15 shows a week, you know. But it was great. I mean, we had so much fun. I can't tell you. It was just wonderful days.
I always wanted to ask you about the outfit that you wore at Woodstock when the Who played Woodstock. You're wearing something that looks just like you went through a paper shredder just before you went on stage. And I was always wondering, was that a wardrobe that you bought somewhere? What happened? I mean,
well, that was some friends of mine used to work in leather, and I had this suit made up with all the fringes. And then I beaded the back, and that lasted. Everybody thinks that rock stars have loads of clothes. Well, I've never had loads of clothes. I mean, I've kind of got what I stand up in. And
this is it? This is what you have, pretty much?
Until it falls off
and
falls apart. This is all hemp, by the way. If I can't smoke it...
Hey, I don't need to know what you're up to.
If I can't smoke it, I'll wear it, you know. So,
can we borrow your jacket?
Would you like a toot on my sleeve?
Oh, Landy. Now.
Yeah. What about that? Yes. And that suit I actually have made, but it lasted for the whole of the Tommy touring period, which was about 2 years. By the time I finished with it, that suit could almost do the show on its own. It was extraordinary.
It was a living organism, yeah.
But then I graduated and I went on to making the clothes out of car chamois leathers. I would kind of sew them together, punch holes in them and sew them together. And
what's car chamois leather? I don't know.
Like a chamois.
To polish. Yeah. I thought you meant you took the upholstery from car seats.
Well, I would have done that too, you know.
Because that's a great idea for a new rock band.
But it was a great look, you know. And
I'm curious about, are you incorporating any of the stuff that you made famous as the lead singer for The Who into your Scrooge persona? I'm wondering, is there any point in the show where you do the scream from Won't Get Fooled Again or something? Just...
No, I play... I kind of feel that I'm, at the beginning of the show, I'm playing a rock and roll manager. Someone who's very mean and wicked and can frighten the hell out of everybody.
You've clearly had some bad experiences.
Well, I think everybody has, you know. But it's a wonderful part to play. Most people think it's a story just about an old mean guy. It's much, much more than that. It's the reasons why he became mean, and he's such a huge character to play.
Right.
And we tell the story in 90 minutes. It's a wonderful show. I'm so proud of it.
But nothing from your Who Daves has been worked in? You don't, at the end, grab Tiny Tim's crutch and smash it? Or... something where...
I've been tempted. No, I actually do sing I refuse to sing Broadway, so I kind of bend the notes here and there.
Why? Because you don't want to sound like you've gone Broadway,
well,
really?
I'm not really Ethel Merman, man. You know, it's not
I've
really
always
my
thought
scene.
of you as Ethel
so
Merman.
I kind of... but it works. It kind of works. It is dangerous to do it the way I'm doing it.
Are you? There's flying in this show. That's something that I don't think you ever did in your days with the Who. You never did anything where suddenly, because a lot of rock bands now, they put the harness on and the guy flies up over the crowd.
Yeah.
I think Tommy Lee plays his drums suspended around the crowd sometimes.
Oh, I've seen him doing
it's
that
the new music.
on a video.
Huh?
Oh no, that was something else. Oh, sorry. No, that was something else. He was suspended on something anyway.
Roger.
What?
But you fly in the show.
Yes, and you have to wear this kind of harness, which is very precariously placed, and when you're getting dressed in a hurry.
Stop doing that.
It kind of goes up here and round here, and it's all got lumps and straps, and it's very S&M.
Yeah,
You can kind of get it. It's the S&M part.
It's the S&M Scrooge, yeah.
It certainly is if you put the strap in the wrong place, and you don't realise it till it's going up. Then you come down and you could sing with the Beach Boys for the rest of your life.
Be great. I'd like to hear you sing a Who classic after that experience. I think it'd just give a whole new sound to the band.
Orlandi. What a load of Orlandi that would be.
Meet the new boss, same as the old boss.
Yes. We won't get fooled again.
I'll go see that show whenever you want to do it. Well, A Christmas Carol is at the theater at Madison Square Garden.
Yes, if you can find it.
They'll find it.
There is a theatre underneath the garden. It is there, believe it or not. It's hard to find, though. You kind of need a route map. Because
maybe you should put a sign out on the street.
I complain about it all the time.
Yeah.
I know. I think I'll go out on the street with a bell and say, "Theatre's here."
Yeah, we'll do that for you. It's at the theater at Madison Square Garden. That's through December 27th. And Roger, it's really great to meet you. You know, it's cool having you on the show. Thanks for doing it, Roger Daltrey, everybody. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.